Hi, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Lisa Wright, and today's topic is 60 years old, working for Target, be like. And the reason for today's video is if you were in a position like me, maybe you left your 9 to 5, you're in your late 50s and you left your 9 to 5, or you got downsized, or maybe you were laid off and you need to find work like I experienced. And really, the only other option is to go into retail at a local Target or a local Walmart or at a local store. I want to share with you my personal experience. Um, as you know, if you know me, I left my 9 to 5 abruptly. About 2.5 years ago, I quit. I was done. I experienced a toxic workplace, et cetera, et cetera. And I decided, you know what, this is not doing anything for me. And I left a very well-paying job. And I worked in corporate America for about 30 years. When I left, I needed to find work. And a couple places that I looked for on Indeed was either Target or Aldi's, anything retail, because I wanted to work close to home. Okay, so I had never worked retail before. And I finally got a job working in Target fulfillment. I was 57 years old when that happened. It was June. And I'm going to share with you my personal experience and over the years what I have learned working for Target these 2.5 years. Because in case you need to do it and you need to get that job working at Target or at Walmart, this is going to be about tips and tricks and making the adjustment working in retail from either upper management or that six-figure job in corporate America. Okay, we're going to get right into it. So we're going to be talking about some of the pain points that I experienced working in retail. My first job was in fulfillment, and I've been doing fulfillment ever since. Now, fulfillment is like what Amazon pick people do. They go around the warehouse and the store and they pick orders for either customer pickup or shipping orders. Okay. And you kind of fill orders in these batches. It is a timed position. You have goals and you have times in which you need to get these duties and these tasks done. And it can be very challenging, but also rewarding at the same time. So when I first started, I was on my feet all day. I didn't know what was going to happen to me being on my feet all day. One of the first things I experienced, they had me work nights. And one of the first things I experienced was a great deal of walking and steps. We're talking, you're probably going to put about 14 to 16,000 steps a day. So you want to be able to have your feet properly prepared for this job. And here is how I started. Honestly speaking, in about 2.5 years, I have gone through 4 or 5 pairs of shoes already. Okay. This pair of shoe was my second batch. I went through these in a few months. These were Nikes. Then I graduated up to a light foam hiking shoe, a trail shoe. This was Skechers. These actually worked really well for me. And they fit really nice and snug. And in fact, they probably are still good, but not for an entire day, 8-hour day. The cushion in here really started to give. Okay. So then I graduated up to a trail shoe. And I'll tell you, this really worked well for me too, because of walking on a hard surface, climbing ladders. You know, it's like hiking, like climbing. So this trail shoe really helped me stay on my feet all day long. But look, the wear and tear, it really, really did a lot. Hi, welcome to my life. And finally, I recently picked up a really good shoe. This is known as Brenner. This is a great shoe. The name is Brenner. Right here, you can probably get these on Amazon. And it has a rubber bumper on the back. It has a rubberized tip here to help with a moisture if your toes get wet. It has a really nice sole. This is a trail shoe. It's called Brenner. It's a Trail 2650. That's the make right there. These are not cheap. And I want to share with you, if you get a job working in retail, do not scrimp on your shoes. Wear very good shoes. Do not necessarily worry about style, color, and matchy-matchy. Really wear good, comfortable shoes. These have been amazing. Probably one of my best buys since, okay? Also, what's really saved me over the years is insoles. This insole is worn to shreds, and I finally had to get rid of it. But the name of the company is called SuperFeet, and it's been a game changer for me. You can probably get these on Amazon. I do have a new insole that I'm going to use for the holidays, getting started for what's called Q4. Retail loves to talk about this stuff. It's all stuff I'm learning. And I got these for like 25 bucks. And this is also by SuperFeet. And it is for athletic. And check these out. These are brand new. This is for a person who has a small foot, 5.5 to I think an 8. And it's basically the small, but it has a nice cushion back here and a nice cushion here in the sole. And I'm going to tell you something. When you're working in retail, walking all day, if you don't have the proper shoes and you don't have, if you need an insole, you don't have the proper insole, these insoles are going to help you because you can really feel the bottom of the floor impact on the balls of your feet. Okay, so this is really good. So I'm going to try these out, and I think it's really going to work. I love insoles in my shoes. Another thing you want is good socks. You want really cushioned socks, okay? Now, I didn't know about this. I was just wearing like, your regular athletic socks. You're going to go through them so fast. And if you don't buy fresh new socks, you're probably going to have, they're going to thin out really quickly. That's the thing, is when you're walking a lot, your socks thin out fairly quickly. This is my second pair, my third pair, and now I'm on my fourth pair of my fourth brand. So I've had Hanes, I've had All in Motion, and now I am back to Hanes. So you want to have a really nice cushiony sock when you're walking. Okay, and you want to protect your feet. Also, it helps you with calluses and rubbing, okay, in your feet. So that's really important. If you are experiencing a little bit of pain on the bottom of your soles, or maybe you want to get some longevity, this is what I do. I even do this in hiking too. I put SalonPas on the bottom of the balls of my feet, but also on my heel. So if you're looking at this insole right here, I put SalonPas on my feet here, and I put SalonPas right down here. And it really helps soothe you throughout your shift. And you just put in one patch and it works all day long. So I'm really happy with it. This is called SalonPas. And they have SalonPas for your back, but they have SalonPas, smaller sizes. And this is about the height of the size. It's a nice little square patch. Okay. Let's talk about soothing, maybe some pain management. When you are older and you haven't had a lot of experience in retail, walking and moving, and you're going to be taking on multiple roles in retail. This is very common. You're going to be doing lifting, pushing, pulling. You might have to get on your knees and open up a box. You might have to climb a ladder and pull something from the top of the ladder. You might also have to pick up a heavy object. As you know, you want to use your knees and you want to use your back and you want to utilize your core for all these duties. So you're going to get sore because you're going to be using a lot of muscles that you're not too familiar with. You're going to get sore. So what really has helped me, when I first started, I used ibuprofen to get me through the day. I don't recommend consistently using it. I'm not a doctor, and then I'm not making any medical claims. I want you to just sharing my personal experience with you. So I would use ibuprofen to get me through the day. And I'm going to be honest with you, now that 2.5 years later, I don't use it at all. I don't need it. And also, I had with me, when working, a knee brace. So if my knees got a little sore, I would put my knee brace on. It really helped aid and support to your knees. So this is health. This is a good thing to have around. You want to get a knee brace. You also want to soak when you come home. I like to use Teal's Epsom salt, and I really like the eucalyptus and essential oils. It makes me feel relaxed and it really makes me feel rejuvenated. One of the things that happens is that when I go to sleep at night after working, I remember when I first started being on my feet all day, I would come home and my legs would start cramping. And had restless legs when I would go to sleep at night. This really helped me. You can take a bath when you come home and soak in a nice warm tub, or you can just soak your feet. I only soak my feet. And I do something really simple. I just take one of these Dollar Tree type drain pans. It's an oil drain pan. And I fill it up with hot water. I put in my Dr. Teal's in the hot water, and I sit and I soothe my feet at the end of the night, and it feels amazing. And sometimes I have the magic feeling of your muscles decompressing while it's soaking in that warm bath. It is wonderful. I highly recommend it. Soak for as long as you need, soak all the way up until the water gets cool, and you just want to take your feet out. Then it's nice and it's soft, it's soothing, it smells really good, and it helps you really end the day in positive fashion. Okay, let's keep going. Let's just say you don't have a really good supply of socks. What I have personally done is I've put a soft sock on and then covered it with a pair of maybe thinner sport socks. That helps. Okay. So you might want to think about that, whatever you're comfortable with. Also, if you're not used to exercising and moving around in your feet, you're going to be sweating. There's a good chance you might get athlete's foot. So, just simply use a cream to help with your athlete's feet. I got it. I got athlete's feet. And so I used, an athletic foot balm that helped me get through that. So you might experience that. Let's talk about clothing. The Target policy, of course, is to wear the red shirt and also blue jeans or the khaki pants. And the place I work at, they haven't said anything to me, but I wear a nice pair of loose, kind of like a wicking moisture wick pant. And it breathes really nice. It's loose. And I like wearing these pants at work. You can also, I think they also have shorts too. You can wear like capri shorts, but this is very comfortable. It's light. It's a light fabric. It has pockets, and this works well for me. They haven't said anything to me if it's non-compliant, so I've been wearing it. The red shirt, you can wear a nice wicking sports shirt like a Lululemon, as long as it's red, okay? But it's really good to just want it to use something that is going to absorb the moisture, because your chances are you're going to be sweating like I sweat. I still sweat at work, but when I first started, man, I was like moving and shaking like crazy. Um, if you have long hair, you're going to want to wear your hair up, especially if you're doing fulfillment. You want to wear your hair up. So I put it up in a ponytail, and on the sides, my hair does fall on the sides. So I'll just share this with you right now. I wear scrunchies. This is the brand. It works really well on my hair. And this happens to be no damage hair for thinner hair. And it's a nice soft tie, and it's very tight. You look at it, real tight. And then I wear these clips here. So it just keeps my hair from falling on the side. Okay. You're going to be sweating. You want to keep the sweat off of your shoulders, and you just want to be able to breathe. Okay. So that's important. Let's talk about hydration. I use a water bottle, carry it around with me throughout the entire day, and I drink from it. You want to make sure that you hydrate throughout the day. Hydrate also before you go to work as well. Okay, I get up in the morning and I drink like 2 glasses of water before I go to work. Also, you want to eat a healthy meal before you go to work. You want to make sure that you eat something, because as soon as you walk into that workplace, you're going to start working. Okay? You're going to be carrying a Zebra around with you. You're going to log into the Zebra, and that Zebra is going to be monitoring and tracking your performance all day. So you want to make sure that you do eat something. You have something in your stomach, whether it be, like a breakfast, lunch, breakfast, or if it's in the afternoon, make sure you eat. If you're working a longer shift, you want to have nutrition for your 2 breaks and your lunch. So make sure you have nutrition and you have hydration during that time. Just show up prepared. There's more I want to talk about today. Also, consider this kind of like an athletic position working in retail, because you are going to be on the move. And you want to make sure and wear all the proper attire like I expressed to you today and showed you today. I've been working there for about 2.5 years now. I do like it. And you know what? It takes care of me. It pays my bills. And that's about as much as I can say about it. If you show up, prepared and ready and have all the right essentials, your day is going to be pleasant. It's going to be fine. I had never worked in retail, and I was really nervous. And a lot of the young people there really helped me through the experience. And this is where I finally want to end this today. Something really important to talk about. There's going to be a good chance if you're laid off from work and you then go and work for a place like Target, there's a really good chance that you're going to be managed by people who are 20 to 30 years younger than you. And I just ask this of you. Please support them and encourage them. Because if you know our generation, I'm Gen X, we didn't get a lot of support. We didn't get a lot of encouragement. We didn't get a lot of respect from our superiors in the workplace. Many of them looked down at us. They treated us like we were, stupid. We weren't better than them. We got a lot of abuse when we were young. And especially if we were in a management position, they disrespected us and called us kids, and what the hell do we know? I endured a lot of that, especially if you're a woman. And all I ask is, let's try to be better than that. And let's respect these young kids coming up in management positions and help them and encourage them and be respectful. When I work with them and they give me an order, I say, yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, sir. And I say, thank you. And I do as I'm told. Okay. And I would ask that we all do that. Let's be better, and let's be an example of the generation that makes a difference to younger generations. Okay. So I hope this video helped you. And if so, and you want to go and work for Target, I want to tell you, I look forward to seeing you there and working with you. And if you have any questions, or maybe you've worked for Target or are working in fulfillment of any way, shape, or form, whether it be Amazon, Walmart, or other places, let me know your experiences. And if I left anything out, let me know what you do and how you get through the day, and share. It's important that we share our experiences. So everybody, I want to thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care, everybody.